Hi, I'm Mikkel Becker.
And I'm Debbie Martin. Brushing is an important component of home husbandry care that helps keep the pet's coat and skin healthy. It also allows oversight of the pet's entire body, allowing us to monitor for lumps, bumps, and cuts. The brushing process can also be a meaningful way to bond with a dog or cat.
To condition your dog or cat to the process of being brushed, go ahead and start with a brush your dog or cat is already comfortable with. Or if your pet has a prior negative association to being brushed or to a certain brush that you've used in the past in particular, rather than immediately going in and brushing your pet, instead you can start by acclimating your pet first to your own touch. This can be through cheek rubbing of the cat during greeting or actually doing normal petting like you would do when your pet is nice and comfortable and relaxed.
You may also want to have multiple brushes on hand. Some are designed for detangling and removing excess hair, while others are for smoothing. Generally, soft bristle or rubber brushes are better tolerated than the coarse or stripping brushes. As you continue grooming care, alternate between the brushes the animal is less accepting of and the ones they really enjoy.
For dogs and cats with especially matted fur, take extra care as you brush. Just as it hurts us to have our hair pulled when brushing, so too does it hurt our dog or cat if their hair is ripped or pulled as we brush. Slowly work to detangle the coat. One way that you can do that is by using a conditioning or a detangling spray. For pets that are sensitive to sprays or to water, that's where it can be really helpful to spray it first in your hand or on a cloth before placing it on your pet's coat. In a pinch, cornstarch can also be used to detangle the fur. To prevent pulling your dog or cat's fur as you're working out a tangle or a mat, start at the ends and work down towards the root. In this way, the sensitive nerve area at the hair follicle is protected as tangles and mats are slowly worked out. In some cases, a veterinary team or a professional groomer may be needed to help work out some of those especially matted and tangled areas. If you're uncertain how your pet may react to being groomed, or if you're working with an area of the fur that's especially matted or tangled, first acclimating the pet to a basket muzzle can be a really helpful idea. As you begin to condition the pet to being brushed, start in an area where your pet is already comfortable and relaxed, like their treatment station. Pair handling and grooming with plentiful positives and keep sessions short. Start in an area where they're already comfortable and relaxed with being pet. This might be their shoulder or their neck area. Then you can start to transition to other areas of their body, such as maybe their hip or other sensitive areas in their body. As you work to condition your dog or cat to being groomed, ensure that you're using your body language in a way that's calming and friendly to your pet. Avoid looming or leaning over your pet. Instead, try and get on the same level as your pet. You can do this in ways like sitting or kneeling down to your pet on an area that they're already comfortable, like their treatment station, or actually inviting them onto an elevated space, such as the furniture. Take special care when working around sensitive areas of the animal's body. This includes their legs, their paws, their face, their tail, and their belly area. You may want to avoid grooming those areas altogether or use a softer brush when doing so. You can also build extra comfort with the handling process by adding in a communication cue. Brush. Good. A communication cue adds predictability and familiarity to the handling experience.
You might start with short periods of brushing, just doing 1 or 2 strokes at a time in a neutral location on the pet that they readily accept, followed by a treat, gradually building longer and longer duration between treats. Alternatively, if brushing needs to be done quickly and the ability to brush and then treat is limited, you might consider using a long-lasting treat for the animal to lick and keep them in place. Only use this technique if the animal is comfortable with being brushed and is not showing any avoidance by moving away, because just because they're accepting the treat doesn't mean they're comfortable with the brushing. Another alternative is if you have 2 people, one doing the brushing and the other person overseeing the animal's body language and comfort with care while also giving treats. Take frequent breaks or switch between brushes to keep the whole experience as fun and relaxing as possible. Allow the animal to take its own breaks and leave the situation if it needs to. Every dog and cat deserves to be groomed in a way that is free from fear. Every experience the animal has will impact their ongoing comfort with brushing and care. Opt for fear-free certified providers or search out groomers who employ emotionally protective methods. The difference can be monumental for increasing the animal's trust, cooperation, and comfort with brushing and care.
For more tips on how to take the pet out of petrified
and put the treat into treatment,
go to maddiesfun.org
and fearfreehappyhomes.com.